From the KFOX 14 Severe Weather Center, I'm weathercaster Asia Hood. Well, we have cloudy skies and rainy weather for your Tuesday. We have a 50% chance of rain for both El Paso and Las Cruces, and your temperatures stay in the 80s. Our expected lows are in the 70s overnight, and heading into your Wednesday, we have a lot more sunshine and lower rain. The family of a murdered teen is expected to address the man convicted of killing him. Gustavo Valencia was sentenced to 60 years in prison yesterday. Aaron Ochoa was shot in a parking lot in central El Paso back in October 2014. Today's proceedings are part of victim impact statements. KFOX 14 is inside the courtroom for those statements. We'll have an update from our reporter Nate Barrett today at noon. Now for an update on your traffic. We do have an accident on I-10 and Geronimo at this hour. Police have not given details on the crash, but we do know it involves at least one tractor trailer and no injuries have been reported. Police say all lanes are closed and traffic is being diverted to the Viscount exit. No word on how long it will take to clear the roadways, but we'll be updating you throughout this newscast, and you can also head over to kfoxtv.com. Welcome back, and I'm here with Chief Meteorologist at KFOX 14, Sandra Diaz, and we are talking about the floods that happened in 2006. And Sandra, you were living here during that time.
Yes, I was. Actually, I forecasted that day. I got into work early that morning just because I saw the storms moving in. But the atmosphere lent itself to where we were saturated with moisture. And within that day, many parts on the west side of El Paso saw upwards of about 10 to 15 inches of rain.
Wow. So what was some of the worst damage that we saw because of these storms?
Well, it was isolated mainly, as I mentioned, on the west side of El Paso. We actually had rivers of water in a few parts of town where it brittled the streets. We actually had a sinkhole of about 20 feet as well. It swallowed up a few cars. So definitely brought attention to the city.
So what measures, being that it's about 10 years later now, have been put in place to kind of prevent this same kind of damage?
There's been numerous stormwater projects, and they're still implementing them in many parts of town.
If you're looking for something to do with the kids this summer, you can take a journey to the stars at the Gene Roddenberry Planetarium. From June 27th through June 30th, you can get tickets to the Earth, Moon, and Sun. In this presentation, you get a detailed tour of the summer sky over El Paso, the history of how constellations got their name, and many of the misconceptions about the Earth, Moon, and Sun. There are 3 shows per day. You can pick up tickets at the door, and for more details about pricing and location, you can head to our website, kfoxtv.com. Up next, we have George Benson's version of the Dave Brubeck classic, Take 5.